So the Medrash says Korach took 250 people from the tribe of Reuven, and he came to argue with Moshe Rabbeinu. Why exactly does he come to argue with Moshe? Says Korach like this. There's 4 brothers. Amram, the father of Moshe, Aaron and Moshe. There's Yitzhar, my father. There's Chevron and Uziel. Amram had Aaron and Moshe. Aaron is the Bechor. So it's only right that Aaron will get the Kehuna Gedela. He's the Kohen Gadol, and I have no problem with Aaron HaKohen. No problem with him. Next comes Moshe, and he takes Malchus for himself. Wait a second, says Korach. How come you go to Moshe? You should go to me. I'm also a Bechor. I'm the Bechor of Yitzhar, the second brother in the family of Amram. Amram, Yitzhar, Chevron and Uziel. So Amram has Aaron as his Bechor. Yitzhar has his Bechor, who is Korach. Why are you skipping over me? Why are you going to Moshe? Says Korach, I don't know why you're skipping over me. And I'll explain to you why. Korach was a lamdan. He takes a Gemara Brachos, and he shows Moshe. He says, Daf Melef Amud Aleph, you familiar? Moshe says, yes. So he says, I'm not so sure you're familiar. The Gemara darshans a pasuk from Parshas Ekev. Eretz chita u'seora, vegefen, vete'ena verimon eretz zei shemen udvash. The 7 species in Eretz Yisrael. This is prioritizations in brachos. What food you should say first, the bracha over, and what second. How does it work? So the Gemara says, the word eretz appears twice in this pasuk. Eretz, chita u'seora, vegefen, vete'ena. Eretz zei shemen udvash. Anything which is closer to the word eretz, you say the bracha over first. Which means, if you want to eat a pomegranate, you want to eat a rimon, which is the 5th food mentioned after the eretz kama, the first eretz. 5th food is rimon. And you also at the same time want to have a date. And the date is all the way at the end of the pasuk. But it's the second to the second time eretz is mentioned. What should you do first? Eat the date. Even though it's all the way at the end of the pasuk. But the closer you are to the word eretz, you get prioritization.
Afterwards. Because the rimon is closer behind it.
Rimon is the 5th food mentioned after the first eretz. He is the 5th child. Then comes the second eretz, and the second child is Tamar. It comes before the 5th child. Says Korach, it's the same. What if you want to eat a seorah, a barley, which is the second child? Eretz, chita, useorah. And at the same time, you also want to eat an olive, which is the first food mentioned after the second eretz. What should you eat first? Says Korach, that's my case. That's my case. Aaron is chita. The first eretz is Amram. Aaron is the first child. There's the first food mentioned. That's chita. He should go first. I have no issue with him. He goes before everyone. No problem. The second one is seorah, barley. That's Moshe. But the halacha is we skip over Moshe. And if you want to eat the olive, which is the first food mentioned after the second eretz, which is my name, Korach, I am like that olive, and my father Yitzhar is like that second eretz, I come first. And Moshe says, and everybody else, what's the connection? Those are foods and brachos over foods, and we're talking about people. What are you comparing? He says, go, I have a raya. Leah and Rachel. Leah had a firstborn called Reuven. Leah is first eretz. She has a bechor called Reuven. When he sinned, and we take the bechorah, the firstborn's rights, and we remove it, we don't go to Shimon. We don't go to Moshe Rabbeinu. We skip all the way to little Yosef, because Yosef is the first one from the second eretz, from Rachel. And therefore, that's the same case as mine, says Korach, and that's why he specifically came with 250 people from the tribe of Reuven, because that is his proof, and that was his claim.